Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. There's an analyst that says there's an indicator signaling that it's time to buy. And I am not referencing an NSYNC song. Let me be super clear about that. He's saying, despite the run-up that we've seen lately, specifically with Bitcoin, which as I record is at, mind you, $15,420, he says no. It's time to purchase more. And so I'll be sharing with you that specific analysis. Now, in my last video, I was talking about, I covered a number of articles showing real-world adoption of crypto in a general sense, but more so on a change in mindset within certainly the United States government, governments around the world, as well as billionaire hedge fund investors and the like, right? And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you not that, but other indications that in the here and now, the way people are actually behaving in terms of purchase patterns and other indicators, things are really heating up right here. Things about to get a little bit spicy here. I do want to be clear that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I just think it's fun to talk about these things, engage with my fellow XRP community members, and make YouTube videos. It's my most favoritist hobby ever, but that is indeed all that it is. If you would please delicately tap the like button, I would appreciate it, because it will tell the YouTube machine to, maybe share this video with others, and go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because if you do, we can be friends. Maybe even best friends. I don't know. Let's just see where this goes. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. But let's take it a little bit slow here. Cart does not go before the horse. How about this from James Rule XRP, my fellow XRP YouTuber, wrote hashtag. This is on the Twitters. Hashtag XRP community. Are you addicted to crypto? How many times a day do you check prices? With a fun gif of an exhausted individual stating, "Oh my God, I need help." I like that, so I thought I'd share it with you. I'll tell you what, I check pricing more than I would if I didn't run a YouTube channel, because I'm frequently talking about it in videos, this and that, and checking it. I'll share with you, though, most of this bear market in particular, and so I've been in the space 3 years, mind you, outside of bigger things happening and making some videos, I really wasn't checking that frequently. At this point, yeah, it's pretty much every day, and then I admit when there's all sorts of activity, yeah, I'm checking it frequently. Not so much that I've broken my Blockfolio app, but maybe some of you have here. And now XRP's at 25.6 cents, as I mentioned a moment ago. Bitcoin at $15,416. Market cap for the asset class, $447 billion, and Bitcoin dominance is actually declining. It is at 63.9%. Just a matter of days ago, it was at 66%. And I was actually watching a video from Blockchain Backer recently, and he said, "Okay, I didn't actually tweet this out, but I thought that the high in terms of Bitcoin dominance actually was 66%. And I'm paraphrasing there, but that's effectively the message that he was communicating. So, indeed, it's been going back down since then. It's been a number of days to this point, so we shall see. It's more so a question of, is Bitcoin going to parabolically move now or soon? And if so, when it does, whenever it happens to be, is it going to substantially outpace the altcoin market? Because that's what results in this. You could even have altcoins going up along with Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin is just outpacing it, that's where the dominance really kicks in there. And so take a look at this headline from You Today. Bitcoin addresses now most profitable since $20,000, the all-time high for Bitcoin right there. The share of profitable Bitcoin addresses has now reached its highest level since the peak of the previous bull run in December 2017, according to a recent Coinmetrics report. And look, this is an XRP-centric channel, but I think that we should all celebrate this as a positive, as a success, things heading in the right direction, because Bitcoin does lead the market, and I think that all of us should want that to be the case. We should want other coins to find long-term success. And Bitcoin's been battle-tested for a good 12 years at this point, and it does still keep on ticking. So I don't want to take too much away from it. I'm still going to critique it, and I think fairly, when it comes to technologically where it's at. I don't think it's ever, unless Lightning Network works, and then fine maybe, but other than that, it's never going to be a reasonable means for actually purchasing things, as was originally envisioned by Satoshi Nakamoto, as a peer-to-peer cash system. But even so, if it really is just going to be a store of value, and even if it's not driving additional value, it's more so just because it was the first and standards matter to people. Okay, if that's what the market decides, I'm going to be happy with that. I'd rather that happen than see Bitcoin go to zero. I would much prefer that, because you can imagine just how hectic and terrible the losses would be in the short term for holders of any altcoin on the planet. And it wouldn't ever destroy all the technology, because there are fundamentally things that you can do thanks to cryptocurrencies that are not possible without them. So it's not going away, even if Bitcoin went away. And I am not predicting Bitcoin will go away. And again, here we are, seeing that it's doing well with certainly no end in sight. I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. Now, on November 3rd, when Bitcoin once again breached the $14,000 level, more than 98% of all addresses in balance were in profit. Now, that's kind of cool, actually. I got to admit that, even as somebody that's more interested in XRP because it's solving a real-world problem, and because I believe that the asymmetrical gains for XRP are going to outstrip Bitcoin on a massive level, and I do believe that. That's just my everyday Joe Schmo opinion. I still love seeing this here. Now, into the block, a crypto analytics firm that takes a deep dive into the profitability of different cryptocurrency shows that the 31.2 million addresses are currently in the money, while only 434,580 addresses are out of the money. So roughly 1.33% of all the wallets. Now, obviously, too, and this is worth being aware of, like, most of the attention in the world of crypto, it goes to Bitcoin. It was here first. It's the one with the brand cachet, if you will. 31.2 million addresses. XRP, number 4 in market cap, right? Which is pretty cool. It's maintained position relatively close to that for the better part of a decade. Incredible achievement, because there's so many other coins that used to be in the top 10 if you go back like 6, 7, 8 years, and you will not even know what the hell they are. And you can actually go back and take a look at them on CoinMarketCap or whatever you want to. But still, XRP is here. Now, even so, it's interesting, and I want to share this with you just to illustrate the point about how early we are, in my humble opinion. So 31.2 million addresses for Bitcoin. Today, there are roughly 2.1 million XRP accounts that have been activated. So 31.2 million accounts for Bitcoin versus 2.1 million for XRP. That's a huge gap. There's so much opportunity for so many other humans to jump in once there's increased diversity among professionals, especially in the world of institutional money, coming on board just to diversify, an increasing number of retail investors as well. It's just such early days here. And since we're living it in the moment right this second, it may not feel like that to you, but it is. I firmly believe that. It is early days. And you'll feel it. You'll feel it about 10 years from now. And you're like, holy hell, I can't believe that I used to be able to purchase XRP for 25 cents. I suspect, anyway. I don't pretend to know where the price action is going to go. I just share with you what I believe is likely in terms of directionally what's going to occur here. Now take a look at this. Bitcoin sees big spike in number of active addresses. The number of active addresses on the Bitcoin blockchain hit 1.18 million yesterday, reaching similar heights to those seen during Bitcoin's 2017 bull run. My friends, are you seeing the recurring theme here? You can track all sorts of different metrics. We're seeing, newer local highs, not all-time highs, but newer local highs in increased activity. It's just positive sentiment across the board here. You haven't seen this for most of the last 3 years, and I know it. It's mostly been a bear market. Almost the whole time I've been in the world of crypto, it's been this crappy little bear market, but I have still been having a blast, frankly. I've just been enjoying this and understanding market cycles and how humans are going to be silly and make nonsensical, irrational, emotional-based buying and selling decisions, but I'm having a killer time here, just acknowledging they're doing it, watching them do it, watching them complain about when they get impatient and XRP or whatever their coin of choice is not moving fast enough, not to their satisfaction. I'm just like popping some popcorn up in my mouth. I don't care. I know this is going to happen. This is how it goes here. But look at all of the indicators. Like, I haven't been able to cover crypto like this for the whole entirety of me running this channel because it hasn't happened until this point. These types of metrics, and to this degree, in conjunction with a massive run-up in Bitcoin price, which we know always leads the market. Historically, it has. And so, great. And if XRP lags behind, fine. I believe that XRP will have its day as well. As pointed out by Hans nailed it, head of quant strategy at Ikigai Asset Management, yesterday's spike was the 7th highest number of active addresses in Bitcoin's history. He was referring to data from a crypto data site Coinmetrics. Right, wow, there were a lot of Bitcoin active addresses in use yesterday. 1,188,873 to be precise. And that's funny, like I just cited too, so 1.2 almost million active Bitcoin addresses the other day. There were only 2.1 of XRP. And that's not me making fun of XRP. That's me talking about how, holy hell, there is so much opportunity for growth. Pick your metric. Active addresses, total addresses moving forward. It's just the vast majority of the world doesn't even know XRP exists. That, to me, is one of the bazillion reasons that there's a real opportunity to be had here. But anyway, that's the 7th highest of all time. In fact, the number of sending addresses did hit an all-time high of 836,008, he tweeted yesterday. I just think that's a cool number. I think you got the cut of my jib, so I'll move on to the next piece. But it's just, this is not going away, and it's only going to keep growing. And I'm telling you, more people will jump in, even the ones that are people that are naysayers. Eventually, enough time will pass, and they'll be like, wait a minute. So it's worth what now, and it's still here? Like, that's people, and that's going to force them to jump back in, even the naysayers, and be like, okay, what did I get wrong? You're going to be forced to. Or you can sit on the sidelines and cry while a bunch of other people make money. You can do that too if you want to. But take a look at this now. Here's a rather popular chart analyst, Josh Rager, that is referenced within this piece from NewsBTC, citing tremendous opportunity to the upside for Bitcoin. If history rhymes, Bitcoin could be in for some major momentum, says analyst. While sharing his thoughts on where Bitcoin might trend over a midterm time frame, one analyst, that would be Josh Rager, explained that the November monthly close could be critical. He notes that when a monthly candle closes above the previous all-time high monthly candle, which was set in October, it typically results in Bitcoin seeing gains totaling somewhere between 700 to 1,000%. Well, that would be massive. So Bitcoin, and here's, I'll actually add the tab open, right? There we go. Bitcoin from Josh Rager, and this is what he tweeted out to his 90,500 followers all up on the Twitters. Every time Bitcoin has closed above the previous monthly all-time high, a 700% to 1,000% uptrend has followed. November could be the first monthly close that we see breaking the previous high, and historically, that's been a very bullish sign for the crypto market. And this, if this happens, and just another thing you can consider while tracking all of this, for the fun of it, there have been all sorts of analysts that, if their predictions are right, it would line up perfectly with this. So we shall see what happens. I don't pretend to know, but it's interesting. And then there's this headline from Bitcoinist.com. A Bitcoin indicator that precedes major bull runs flashes again. I think I wanted to jump in. Actually, you know what? From up here. Bitcoin has fallen by almost 3.5% after establishing its year-to-date high at $15,977 last week. Yeah, no kidding, but things happen so quick. Who knows, by the time you're listening to this, maybe it's above 16K. Wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, but despite risks of extended downside momentum looming, a fundamental indicator sees the cryptocurrency in a strong buying zone. The so-called All-Exchange Inflow Mean, or MA7, measures the average Bitcoin deposits made across all exchanges on a 7-day time frame. When the metric tops out, Bitcoin signals a rebound to the upside, at least according to the indicator's creator, CryptoQuant, a data aggregation platform. Exhaustion in Bitcoin inflows means that traders are switching their selling sentiment to HODL. Yeah, I tell you what, I don't mind that. I think, actually, I know this to be the case. I don't have the recent numbers on this, but anytime it's popped up over the last few years, even during the bear market, pretty much any moment, there are substantially more holders than sellers. And so it's only a small percentage of crypto that exists that is available for purchase on exchange at any given moment of time. Typically, the vast majority of, including XRP, is just sitting in cold storage somewhere, right? Or could be hot storage on a cryptocurrency exchange, which is not really safe, but you know what I'm saying. It's not for sale regardless, typically. Anyway, the piece continues. They keep lesser and lesser cryptocurrency units in their exchanges' wallets. That leads to lesser liquidations. The crypto quant chart below illustrates the relationship between the Bitcoin price and MA7. And so the latest instances show that Bitcoin trends upward on signs of a pullback from the MA7 indicator. And most recently, the cryptocurrency rallied by more than 200% after MA7 topped out in March 2020. The results were similar in late 2019 and late 2018. So I think I'm about to read a quote, but I think you get the cut of the jib here, right? It's despite the fact that Bitcoin is where it is, it's pretty damn close to being a local high, even though we're not literally sitting there at the moment I'm recording this video anyway. It's freaking close, and despite that, he's saying this is a buy signal. So anyway, here's the quote. After the price plunge, there have been subsequent exchange inflows by whales for two reasons. One, in the bull market, to sell it at the local high. They sell when the retail investors are active on exchanges. And two, in the bear market, to sell it if the unusual fear sell happens. And that was a quote from, I'm not even going to try it. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to circle it on the screen right here because I'm going to butcher the hell out of that damn name if I even attempt it. So, not going to do it. If your name was John, I could frickin' nail that one. But all these letters in this particular arrangement, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take a stab at it. Ki Young Ju. Is that good? I don't know. If it's a foreign name, foreign to me, I typically butcher it. I don't know. I'm doing my best here, guys. But anyway, that's the CEO of Crypto Quant. So all this to say, I could not be more bullish and optimistic, and I mean it literally when I say this. This is the most bullish and optimistic I've felt at any point in time during my entire crypto journey. Because the more time that passes, especially as I've been tracking everything on a daily basis for 3 years, all it's done is continually, at a certain pace, instilled confidence in me that I feel anyway like I'm on the right path. Not just with crypto in general, but specifically with XRP. And so again, don't be surprised as we increasingly see, as Bitcoin rallies, people that hold XRP bitching about it because it's not going up as much as and as fast as I want it to. Meh, meh. I'm not actually I'm just having a little fun with it here. I am actually sympathetic to people that are concerned about their investments. Of course, I get it. I understand. But the markets don't freaking care. It happens when it happens. And so that's the piece that I just wish people would be a little bit more aware of. All right, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.